What's going on, guys? I'm Aaron from PhoneDog.com, and I'm back from London, and look what just showed up on the old doorstep. It's the HTC, not really a doorstep because I have security around the office, so really it showed up at the security stand. But anyway, HTC EVO Design 4G. It's Sprint's newest Android device. It goes into the EVO family of devices. Now this one isn't really like the EVO 4G. It's more of a mid-range device at $150, $100 after a $50 mail-in rebate. But it's packing pretty decent specs. A single core 1.2 gigahertz processor, a 4-inch display, WiMAX connectivity, so 4G in the house in this bad boy, and a 5 megapixel camera. Is this a device you should get, or perhaps you should go with the iPhone 4S, maybe spend a little more money, get that, or the Epic 4G Touch? We'll find out in the unboxing. But first, gotta give some love to my boys at Best Buy Mobile, because they hook us up with so many phones for use in our One Paw Bandit games. When you go into Best Buy Mobile to buy a device like this, you walk out working. They'll help you set up your email, your web, your interweb and internet are about the same, but still, they'll help you walk out working. So when you walk out that door, everything's set up. You don't have to waste your time. You're good to go out the door at Best Buy Mobile. Enough of that. Let's get into it. Unboxing time. HTC EVO Design 4G. Is this man really as happy as he should be? We'll find out starting right now. So the whole EVO line over the course of, 18 months or so has really branched out. We started with the EVO 4G, then we got the EVO Shift 4G, the EVO 3D, and now we have the EVO Design 4G. Now this thing's been rumored for some time, and you can see on the back here, 3G, 4G capable, worldwide capable, so you can actually take this overseas and not have to switch back and forth between this device and an iPhone 4S or a BlackBerry Bold 9930. Android, of course, mobile hotspot capable, integrated social networking. But this has been rumored for a while now, and it's not necessarily a high-end device. It's not really a replacement to the EVO 4G, because the real replacement of that would be the EVO 3D, when you're really comparing spec for spec. But this one is definitely is an okay mid-range device. It has a 1.2 gigahertz single-core processor. It has a 4-inch display on it. It's got a 5 megapixel camera with 720p HD video recording. It has a 1,520 milliamp hour battery. It has Sense 3.0 as well. So let's see if it's turned on, or if it's powered up so we can charge it, or see if it's charged so we can turn it on. Let's try that. Looks like it might be dead. I may have to swap out the battery that I have for the HTC Hero S, which is US Cellular's version. But you can see what we get in the box here. You get some manuals. Go ahead and rip these apart so you can take a look at what comes in the box. And we have Get Started, Vamos, and then important information for the HTC EVO Design 4G and a recycling envelope to recycle your phone. Todo lo que tienes que saber para empezar. HTC EVO Design 4G split Sprint. And then you get the typical HTC stuff. You get your USB cable here. Typical looking at HTC USB cable. Then you see these cornstarch bags too, so they're eco-friendly. And you can see the HTC AC adapter module as well. So nothing really new or surprising there, but they're the goodies you get in the box. Let me see if I can swap out this battery so we can power this sucker up. Hopefully we got some juice in it this time. Let's see and let it power up, and we'll take a look at the initial device itself. But like I was saying, it's a pretty good looking device. You've got your capacitive buttons down here, home menu, back, and search. And then on the back you got the camera. It kind of sticks out in comparison to the rest of the device, but 5 megapixel camera with a nice metal bump over here. And then you remove this bottom part to get to the battery and the SIM card slot. So when you're roaming internationally, you got your SIM card slot down there, and you can see the Sprint SIM card pre-installed. I don't want to remove that, so I don't want to remove it so we don't pull out the battery. So you can see your 4-inch display, and it is a Super LCD. You've got a front-facing camera as well, and it does support 4G. Also, it's a little smaller display for an HTC device, but still, pretty reasonable, high mid-range device on Sprint. So wait for it to load up here and see what it looks like. HTC Sense 3.0, as you can tell, pre-installed, and it's loading up right now. And I'm going to be interested to see if this one comes with Sprint ID, and we'll take a look and see what else comes in the box. 3.5mm headphone jack up here on the top, power button up there as well. Let's wait for it to load up here. It's taking its sweet time. 1.2 gigahertz single core processor, like I said in the beginning. So see there, we got carousel application or carousel look here. 7 home screens, so pretty similar to the typical HTC device, but out of the box you get HTC Hub, HTC Like, so you can customize the device like we've talked about in the past. And then on the Sprint side, you get Sprint Hotspot, Sprint Mobile, Sprint Music Plus, Sprint Radio, Sprint TV and Movies, Sprint Worldwide. So when you're traveling overseas, you can activate that SIM card and use Sprint services and keep your phone number. Sprint Zone, visual voicemail, and then you can switch over between all apps, frequent, and downloaded. Now I'm interested to see, let's take a look at messaging, because I want to see what it's like to type on a little bit of a smaller display over here on the HTC side. So we're going to load up messages and take a look and say, hey there, how are you doing? It's pretty reasonably fast and easy to type on. All that 4-inch display is going to be a little hard for somebody that's getting used to a touchscreen device coming from maybe a BlackBerry or something with a physical keyboard. If you're coming from the EVO Shift to this, maybe it is a bigger display, but you know, again, it's a smaller display in comparison to the EVO 3D or some of these bigger devices, you know, the 4.3 and 4.5 inch devices on the market. But all in all, it's a good looking device. And you know, for $100, it's got a nice metal accents. It looks good. It's professional, and you can see it has the 3G and 4G capabilities over here as well. So you can toggle between 3G and 4G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and then the personalization options are down here as well. So skin, wallpaper, lock screen. You can change all of that just like you can with the EVO 3D. So for somebody that's looking for, you know, something that's similar in performance to the EVO 3D, but without the price, you could get the EVO Design 4G. Now keep in mind, I'm seeing a lot of little things like how that clock took a second. It kind of updated pretty slowly. So that single core processor, you're probably going to feel it in comparison to the dual core one that's on the EVO 3D or the dual core devices like the Epic 4G Touch, the Optimus 3D, some of these other devices on the market. So that's something to keep in mind. But again, you know, it's $100. You really can't beat that price. Although I will say for $100, the Atrix 2 on AT&T has a dual core processor and some features that are a little bit better, a little bigger display, and a bigger camera as well. So shop around, but still on Sprint, $100, pretty good deal for the EVO Design 4G. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to our friends at Sprint for hooking us up with a review unit, and be sure to keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for continuing coverage of the EVO Design 4G. Like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/PhoneDog. We're always giving stuff away. We're pretty cool. I'm super tired from traveling all this week, so forgive me for my kind of blase performance. But Facebook.com/PhoneDog, and follow me on Twitter as well, PhoneDog_Aaron, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/PhoneDogAB. PhoneDog's loading up right now on Sprint's 3G network. Let's see if it'll load up before I sign off. Let's try. I'm giving you a head start here, Sprint. Let's do this. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Keep it locked on the site for continuing coverage of the EVO Design 4G. Oh, I guess I win. It's not loaded yet. Come on now. Load, 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 load. I'm just kidding. We'll see you next time.